Yes, sir.
Sarah, I love my darling. I love you, girl. You know that, don't you? Yeah. I'm glad you're back communicating again. That's a serious plus. I noticed it's like times where it's kind of coming and going, where she stares off to the right and then she snaps back out of it where she can communicate again. Have you noticed that? Oh,
She's
baby.
starting to, before kind of she wouldn't follow, like track with her eyes as much. It
Yes.
comes and goes. But she's
Yes.
starting to do better.
Why?
Like follow the sound of voices and whatnot.
Are they still suctioning whatever's causing her to cough out?
Yeah, she's doing better at coughing it up herself and coming out the trach. But every now and then we do have to go in and suction deeper.
Yeah. Yeah, she is a very active girl. Her usual routine is she'll get up at 5:30 in the morning and start feeding animals and taking care of her kid and everything else, and then she comes back and wakes me up in a very loving way and starts catering to me and look at that face. Very catering way and scratching my head and my back and everything, and just for every day since I've known her, giving me 100% of her. She's the best thing that's ever happened to me. Look at her trying to say something. She knows it. I love you, Sarah. I love you, Sarah, and I'm not scared to tell how good of a girl you are. She means the world to me, and I miss her every single day. But I know she's getting better, and her smiling, she's remembering back all the times, you know?
Yes, sir.
So I know this has been a lot on her, had to lay in that bed for a long time, and she's never been a big fan of hospitals, but she spent a lot of her time in hospitals with 2 open heart surgeries, and they had a bleeding ulcer one time in '95 caused by aspirin, and then she had to have a blood transfusion, and that had some kind of allergic reaction and caused her to have to be packed in ice. She has been through the ringer. Not to mention, she's the first person on earth that was a guinea pig tested for that plastic heart valve that she has in her heart.
My goodness.
Yep. The only reason that this has happened, though, is because of the COVID-19 outbreak. She didn't want to go to have her INR tested because she didn't want to bring home COVID-19 to her family. And she had some old Wolfrin from 2016 and started taking that, thinking that it was doing the job, and it was not doing the job. And it caused the clot. And it's at the worst point in our life that it possibly could, because financially, we finally together got out of a bind that we've been in for a long time, and given us room to grow, and then this happened, and I want to thrive, and I want my wife to be with me, thriving with me, because me and her built everything we have together from scratch, you know?
Yeah.
Yep. So the more stimulation she can get rather than just looking at hospital walls, the better. Ain't that right, baby girl?
She's got a nice window, at least when her bedtime, so she can kind of see out of it, so.
Yep. Have y'all did any more research on the COVID-19 pandemic? Because they keep talking about it on the news. They are doing human test subjects. They treated 34,000 people with shots in America, and out of the 34,000, it cured every one of them except 4. That is enough to end the pandemic and allow me to be able to come see my wife. They've been talking about it on Fox News every day. It needs to be implemented. It needs to be implemented everywhere right now. No more masks, no more social distancing. Maybe because people were so social distanced before, maybe everybody can start loving each other and this world would be a better place. It's the best we can hope for. I would never leave her side. I would never leave her side. She's my girl. I know what she thinks about me too. 3 days before this thing happened, she shared a video with me that I just heard 2 days ago, and I've been listening to it nonstop. It's I'm in love with a gangster. I don't know why that song, but it's a good song. She's in love with her gangster. Yeah, Sarah, I've been listening to it like crazy. Look at her smile. Daddy's little girl's in love with a gangster. Y'all should listen to that song. I love it, baby. It's one of my new favorite songs. Yeah, I see you, darling. My precious sweetheart one. And tell you, this girl means more to me than anything in this world. More than anything. I would trade all my fortune and all my fame to have her back with me in one piece. Because the real fortune is her, you know?
Yeah.
Yep. She was born with a heart of gold. A loving, peaceful soul that helps everybody around her with birth defects that has caused her a life of hell. I don't understand it. Why so many bad things has happened to someone so good. It's not fair. It's not fair. But things are going... Ozzy says hi. That's a screaming macaw.
Hear Ozzy in the background?
Yep. Yeah, she hears. Yeah, she's thinking that damn bird. Yep. Now she's thinking, yeah, I'm gonna make KFC out of him when I get back home. Yep. She don't have to say a word. I know everything she's thinking. I love my girl. I love her so much. We're definitely going to be having some KF quail when you get back. Yep. What is your name, nurse?
I'm Abby.
Abby. Okay, Abby.
Yes.
Well, what do you think about Sarah as a person? What do you think about Sarah? Somebody's calling and they shouldn't be calling. Huh? That was John Daly. He's been calling every day checking about you, sweetheart. Don't worry, I canceled the call. Yeah, what is your thoughts on Sarah as a person and as recovering and everything else?
I think she's looking good. She's on the right path for sure.
We got it.
It's good to see her smiling at you and looking more alert. So.
Yep, we got to keep her on this path right here. If y'all can keep her like this, get her medication fixed, and just keep her going. She will get better. Once she gets home, she'll be in a lot better shape mentally. If y'all can get her physical condition under control, I can get her mental condition under control. I'm pretty sure of that. I'm pretty sure of that. One tornado confirmed. Well, there's tornadoes confirmed still. I'm getting all kinds of alerts on my other phone. Hey, baby. If a tornado comes up that way towards Mobile, make sure y'all wheel her down to the basement. I don't want nothing to happen to my girl.
Yes, sir.
Not to try to pick and choose through patients. Everybody's important, but I can't lose her. Hey, I'm on the phone with Sarah on the other end. Is everything okay? That's fine. I'm talking with Sarah right now, though. John says hi, baby. All right. Bye. Yep. John says hi, baby. He was worried about you. He's our tattoo artist. Y'all see our tattoos?
Okay. Oh, yeah.
Yep.
Can't miss them. They're very bold.
Very bold, yeah. Yep.
Very bold. But they're bold.
Yeah, the owl on her hand, on her arm, represents her,
Yeah.
as a wise owl mother to her and her 2 children. One of them was killed, unfortunately, by her ex pushing her down the stairs. That was another bad thing she went through. But me and her got together on some really strange circumstances. He was trying to kill her and her other son with a knife, and I grabbed him by his throat and picked him up with one hand and walked him back 30 feet. And me and her took that knife away from him, and then we decided, her kid wanted to call me daddy, and for protecting him and everything, and we stayed together ever since. And that's why things were really rough on August 2nd. We were talking about that day and how everything happened, and we went by Subway and we were listening to This Is Perfect by Kane Brown, a country song that she dedicated to me. And I got us a Subway sandwich, and she says, where are we going? I drove back to a place where there was a little nice place on a cliff, and we sit there and we ate the sandwich, and she said, I don't like mustard. I was like, I know, but they didn't have the ranch dressing like you wanted, baby. And she's like, what are we doing? I said, well, we never got to date when we went out, so this is one of our first of our 50 dates, since I like 51st dates. Look at her smile. And then we came home, and I was fixing to go mow a yard, and she decided she wanted to jump my bones and make the best love that we've ever had for some reason, and I was all in agreement with that. And then she gets up and we were talking about 20 years in the future, how we're doing our ball pythons and our business and everything. And then she stops at her dresser, and stuff starts falling off of her dresser, gemstones and stuff. And I'm like, you're dropping all your stuff, baby. What's going on? And she said, she just looked at me and she said, oil? I was thinking she was looking at her essential oil, and she fell. And that was the first clot. And then they rushed to the hospital, and it's been a whole bunch of hell. But I'm not giving up on her no matter what, because I love her dearly. She's my everything. And we got to keep her going. And I got a 93% recall on my brain. There's nothing, I never forget anything. Like an elephant memory. Yep. Yep, she's so beautiful. I really appreciate y'all taking care of her and stuff. Got somebody coming up here now. Thank you so much for watching out for my girl. I love my Sarah. It ain't gonna hurt nothing me spending some time with her for a few hours, is it? Yeah, y'all can suction her, that's fine. I don't mind.